Split screen. And I can remove Lucier's name from the overlay. For now. We may see him a little bit later. He plays against Bly in those semifinals. Winner of this plays against the winner of Ryung and Armani, by the way. That'll be really cool to see. But got to change the stream title too before I forget. I did tweeting, but I forgot the stream title. Byun versus Top. Alright, ladies and gentlemen, welcome back to some more StarCraft 2 action here in the Olimoleague. In the bottom left corner of the map, it's a player that you all love, but don't get to see a lot of. It's gonna be the blue Terran player. Speak Now, better known as Byun.
In the top right, as the red Terran, it's Top.
He's apparently lagging a little bit. This is what we talked about before. You have two Koreans playing each other. Doesn't matter, because the servers are all based in the US.
Yep. And this also, I guess, is my curse, so I apologize, Top.
Yeah, you know, you were just talking a little bit earlier about how decent the lag is lately. Way to go.
Up to daisy.
I'm serious. Next time I see you, instead of getting you like a nice gift or something, I'm gonna get you like a block of wood. Just like when you jinx things, you can always just like knock on it really easy.
I have a desk made of wood.
Actually, well, okay, fair enough. But I was gonna say, where's that watch you got from? That's what I always knock on that too. Your wood watches, folks. Actually, big love to them. We're going to be doing some more work with them in the near future, which is pretty cool. Nothing to really talk about right now. I think the next biggest thing we have coming up is going to be that Zealot hockey tournament. Everyone's like really run with the hype train on that one. We really don't have a lot of details to give you guys as we're finalizing the money and such for it, but it's going to be pretty cool. Going to see some pro players, some amateurs. I'll go at it. I don't know. I've played Zealot hockey a few times on the arcade and I've liked it.
Well, we do have kind of similar openings, I guess. Bring up to Factory on one base. One has Reaper, one doesn't. Very interested to see what Byun's going to do, because he's the one that we don't know if he knows Legacy of the Void. Is he literally just like on another Olimoleague, let's do it? Oh, it's Legacy of the Void, how different can it be? Or has he been secretly practicing? Because he's been secretly practicing Heart of the Swarm. Like, all the Koreans know him as like one of the best on the Korean server, like just a couple of weeks ago. Did he swap over? Is he number one on GM on Legacy of the Void? How hard could that be to get?
I don't know. I mean, it's fair questions. I think for Byun, though, what I really like to see is just that he's not going to get stuck playing an older version of the game. That, I mean, yes, the version of the game right now is not going to be the same as the version that goes live, but getting used to the way units interact and their actions is, I'd say, very important to getting ahead when the game actually launches. Although Byun apparently doesn't play anything competitive outside the Olimoleague anyways.
Right? Exactly. Like, what even is the point? Really sad about that. Oh well. Be cool if he came back for next year, Legacy of the Void. But good defense so far from the Reaper. Scared it away for time.
Well, actually, let me ask you this about Byun, right? Would you rather him play in something larger like a Pro League GSL situation where everybody gets to see him all the time, or would you prefer the exclusiveness that we get with the Olimoleague?
No, I'd want to see him in like Pro League and stuff. Bigger, more cool events. Because he can also actually get some wins for Prime. You could do him a favor and be good.
Ha. The shots. More shots fired than this Reaper.
I mean, seriously though, Prime really sucks.
I don't know. I'm kind of torn on it, right? Like, Byun, it feels like this super secret special treat we get. You know, like, if you want to come see Byun, come hang out on Base Trade TV, right? And I'm not saying like that's a poll that we need a player like Byun to give us viewers or anything like that, but it is always good watching him play. But I think it'd be cool as well to see him play against other people on a more regular basis. So I'm kind of torn on it. Either way, would love to see more Byun. Period. Full stop. Banshee coming in, though. Yeah, should have Cloak finished by the time he gets here.
Yes.
Oh, there's a Raven out.
Banshee's still fine in this matchup. Actually, they're even more fine because scans are well.
Yeah, that's what it's just checking. Scans are no longer 100 energy.
Yeah, of course. That if there was anything else, I'd just be like, it doesn't make any sense. But I guess the consensus was never really out on whether Banshee openers were worse or better with the 100 energy scan only, no mule. Because there was so much energy, but you didn't need a mule. So
I do feel that they were better. just because it was a lot harder to actually pick them off. And that it's funny because it did inspire. We saw several TvTs during that time period, and it did force out a lot more Raven play, which was always cool. Ravens, by the way, for those who haven't seen it, have had some things drastically tweaked about them, specifically the auto turret. It does so much more damage, but only lasts like 7 seconds now by default.
Yeah.
Surprised they didn't focus the SCV? There you go.
Dragon. Well, I guess he knew he could get all of them. A scan, because the Widowmine is right there, but it's barely out of range. What a waste.
Yeah, Byun getting what is just, frankly, too many SCV kills.
Yes.
You know, even that last one, wow, up to 10. Some of those were Marines, of course.
That was very good Banshee. A very good Banshee. Top absolutely thought he was A-okay, but he was being a little too smart about it. Had the Raven and Viking in the location where he thought the Banshee was going to be. Opposite location was the was where it actually was, so it kind of sucked. A little bit of a push from Byun. Why not? You killed a a lot of his army. Like 4 Marines doesn't sound like a lot, but honestly, Top doesn't have a lot of units.
Olimoleague is disputing your choice of Byun playing Prime. Or 4 Prime, by the way. Well, Zombie Grub, Olimoleague is cool and fun. How dare you?
I didn't say it was lame and not fun.
By the way, totally unrelated, Zombie Grub does a great Olimoleague impression, guys. I hope at some point you all get to hear it.
You can watch it on Rifkin's channel.
Oh man, that D&D group starts up tomorrow, huh?
Yeah.
I guess we should
be interesting.
Let's drop that advertising bomb really quick, guys. I don't know if you guys are into Dungeons and Dragons streams and all that. I know I've seen a couple and I've never really played myself. Zombie Grub's apparently like an expert here, but we're going to be doing a D&D stream. Starts tomorrow at 8 a.m. Pacific. And I guess, are you streaming it? Did you ever figure that, or do I have to stream it, or how are we handling that?
You have to. Someone else has to stream. I'm a little disappointed because I was like, yeah, I'll do it, and then the overlay was not. I don't know.
Okay, then we'll probably end up streaming on Base Trade TV, I guess. So whatever. Cool. So you guys just tune in here tomorrow at 8 a.m. for some Dungeons and Dragons and see how bad I am at role playing.
It's not that like I love streaming or anything. It's just that I said I would, and I've liked to kept that promise.
I'm
a
woman of my word.
Yeah, but the overlay is literally too complicated for OBS.
The overlay is so fucking cool, though. I like it.
It is cool. But OBS is like, no.
Well, anyways, you guys get a sneak peek, or you got a sneak peek if you saw my Twitch channel the other night. You will get to see it live here tomorrow, and I'm looking forward to it. It's a lot of fun. It's me, Zombie Grub, Olimoleague, and Fear Dragon. And, of course, if you guys have never actually seen, or I guess interacted with Olimoleague, because she might just be the faceless corporation behind the Olimoleague. She's actually a wonderful person.
The corporation. Okay. Let's take out the one of mine.
Yo, she also likes butts. She tweets about that quite a bit.
Yeah, I know. It's so odd.
I
think she likes a little too much. You know what I mean? Like,
yeah. Butt pics.
Anyways, so I think I saw Byun have those tanks in the medevac, no? Did I imagine that?
Yeah, both players were kind of skirting around with these, walking around, but disengaging, so we're not going to get to see any cool action. Maybe it lifts up again. I never noticed that there was a top part to the map, by the way, until just now. Wow. Over ship here.
I noticed. Yeah, I guess you could, you know, another world, you could have landed something up there. We do have upgrades, by the way. I did not notice this initially. While Combat Shields finishes for top, it's not big enough difference, but that 2-2 upgrade is way farther ahead than top, who's only on +1 armor.
You know what I find most interesting about this, though, is TvT and Legacy especially has really become about air dominance, and neither player's going for that. I mean, technically, I guess top has it.
Well, yeah, it's an interesting dynamic because you didn't think that because not only is it about the vision, it's also about making sure that the tank drops aren't as powerful. You would want a lot of Vikings,
yeah,
but if you get a ton of Vikings, maybe your ground army is a little bit better. So I guess it's not set in stone whether or not that's the better way to go, but it did seem to be going that way. Like Supernova had some very strong pushes that were basically like mass Viking early on. I whenever I see him again.
I think, though, one of the other advantages, though, is that it does help incorporate and bolster your effectiveness through Liberators, but neither player going for Liberators just yet either. I don't think Liberators are the end-all be-all to the matchup, and there's some other folks who will disagree with that, but they definitely have an influencing factor on the way you can create siege lines. Right now, though, those upgrades for Byun are already looking pretty good. He's so close to his 2-2 timing for this.
Yeah, very close. And I'll say this, you know, he's definitely played Legacy of the Void. His tank control is very careful. He knows he's looking for that perfect opportunity to drop the tank somewhere. There's not much else has changed. This is literally really the only change in Legacy of the Void for this matchup, which makes it still a very nice matchup indeed. Are you serious, Raven?
It's been getting lots of kills over time, 1 or 2 auto turrets at a time. It's up to 10 kills so far. It's hilarious. Because again, these auto turrets, they do so much more damage now in such a smaller period of time.
Oh, does Byun take the fight? He does. Lots of free shots with his tanks.
Ooh. And of course, he's got that 2-2 over what is 0-1. Oh man, if he goes in there with a Marine fight, he wins that Marine fight without question. But of course, it's those tanks that'll make the biggest differential factor. Did you hear that, by the way?
A mic drop?
Yeah.
I heard it.
ZGB fight spam in chat. I'm only just catching the tail end of this discussion of Byun being in for League right?
It's so All right, this is a fight going way in favor.
Oh, those upgrades are insane.
Oh my god.
Those upgrades are just ridiculous.
Third is everything.
Yeah, again, top.
That's game.
Top is one of the better players in Legacy right now. So this is just astounding to me to watch him fall apart like this.
Yeah. Byun is he's a TvT master in Heart of the Swarm. He's so good at it. And the tank addition is a huge addition. Like, I don't want to undersell that.
Yeah.
Getting used to tank drops and medevacs was a huge hurdle and still is being figured out. He's obviously played it. He understands it pretty darn well. This time he gets a little overzealous and runs his Marines and tanks, but still.
I would have loved to have seen Byun play before they did the nerf. Oh yeah, let's not forget he's still lagging. How to play that, yeah. Top probably getting frustrated. GG. Yo, if he had seen that at the start of the game, we probably could have just restarted. I mean, asked for a quick remake. I don't know. Either way, game number 1 gonna go to Byun. We're gonna.